What did Amari show you in training camp that made you guys think this is a guy we want around?
Reliability, effort, playmaking ability, good teammate.
Last year in Tennessee, Kevin Strong played the most amount of games, but so far this season he's started the most amount of games. I know you've talked about his versatility and being able to put him in different positions on the defensive line, but what has kind of stood out to you about him both on the field and in the meeting room?
Yeah, he's consistent. He's extremely intelligent, knows what we're trying to get out of the calls and the techniques, has a good skill set, can knock the line of scrimmage back, can rush when he's singled up pretty well. So he's playing well for us.
How's he been able to jump in knowing all the injuries that have happened on the defensive line?
He's been great.
So Josh mentioned, the other day, the whole flowers and roots thing. I know Nick did that with the Eagles. Did you say that to the team, or did Nick Rallis did it, or?
I guess Nick must have.
In Philly, Kayvon obviously was mostly on the special team side. When you brought him in, did you know that he had this ability to jump in on the defensive side of the ball and produce?
I did, yeah. He played some meaningful snaps in Philly for us, started some games. For a number of different reasons, he started some games for us. But yeah, he can play winning football back there for us. Glad we had him.
He's one of those guys that has shown a lot of accountability. Post game, after the game against the Bengals, he took a lot of the blame for himself. What does that say about him as a leader?
Yeah, I think that everyone has their fair share of blame to go around. Even after a loss, after a win, you want to be able to take the arrow in the forehead and learn from it. That's the most important thing. Acknowledge the mistakes, acknowledge where we got to get better, learn from that, and move on and improve that part of all of our games.
You said after the game Sunday that you don't want the best player in the other team to beat you. It's happened twice, 2 weeks in a row now. How do you guys prevent that from happening?
Yeah, you got to make sure we put them in good positions and give them some tools that they can defend the way they need to defend to win a game.
Is that a game plan thing?
Mm-hmm.
What makes those two receivers so successful in rookie Kua and Cooper Kupp?
Really good quarterback. Yeah, that would be the first thing that jumps out of my mind. And then, off the tape, they're good route runners. They're reliable, really good hands, but good scheme to get them the ball in space. Two really good players.
Is McVay's offense maybe a little similar to San Francisco in that they do a lot of things before the snap and they do a lot of moves and routes and motions?
Yeah, they move before the snap a good amount, like a la San Francisco, but there's different trees out there and guys have been different offensive schemes and things like that. Sean's different than anybody out there. He puts his wrinkles out. What I think makes him special as a coach and play caller is you see him set up his offense week to week, year to year. As the year moves on, he accentuates his guy's skill set. So he's not going to do something because he likes to do it. He's going to do something because it puts his guys in position to make plays. That's why he's one of the best out there.
Aside from Aaron Donald, they've had a lot of change on their defense. What do you see from that side?
They play really fast, really violent, play with really good technique. D-line is really good. The scheme's good. I like their scheme. I think it's multiple enough, keeps you off balance, and they play well together.
Is DeMarcado ready for number one back snaps, or how do you think he'll?
Yeah. I mean, we'll whoever we have up playing, they'll get their touches and kind of go from there. But he's doing a good job.
When you watch film of other teams around the league, are you one of these coaches that likes to take little things and implement it to what you're doing?
No, it's got to fit the players. You know what I mean? It's got to fit who you have playing and who you're playing. But you're always trying to learn as much as you can and see if it can help you.
Coach, your offensive line has stayed mostly healthy throughout the beginning of the year. How important do you think that continuity is building?
Huge. I mean, they're playing pretty well. They got some things they need to work on, but the run game's been pretty good, I think. And the more they get snaps with each other, the learning experience of that, and being on the same page and the communication, the quicker and better that happens, the better off we'll be. And they're doing a good job. Clayton and Cookie, I think, are doing a good job with them.
When
What's your thoughts just inside the running backs room, knowing Connor's out and the potential for them to get more reps?
Excited for him, honestly. You know what I mean? You got to be ready to go when your number's called, and we'll get Keontae back here this week, so we'll see how he does this week. But excited for him too, and I'm ready to go.